All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another basketball breakdown. Ooh. Look, family, off rip, clearly, I was wrong about the results of this series. Clearly, I was wrong about the results, but it's okay. I feel vindicated in identifying Cleveland's recipe for success. Anyhow, that's just me personally. Family, really quick, we're on the road to 100 YouTube subscribers. Do us all a favor and go ahead, if you're watching this and not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for us. Okay, we're talking Game 7. Ooh, Game 7. Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons. Now, we were playing in Detroit. And Game 6, most recently, but they had presented this more often than Cleveland, was that Detroit was the more physical team. I thought they were going to carry on the physicality. I thought their defense and role players would come through at home, and clearly I was wrong. For some reason, now go back and run the tape, family. Go back and run the tape, family. I said, look, I said the reason the Cavs lost in Game 6, among these other games that they were losing, the bigs weren't playing big, right? They weren't attacking the rim. They weren't imposing themselves. What else? James Harden, too many turnovers, right? And then Donovan Mitchell, really my only criticism of him was that, he really wasn't creating shots for others. He was creating shots for himself. Go run the tape. I said all that. And Cleveland, I don't know. Do I know ball, or is Cleveland listening to what I'm saying? Right? But family, peep. Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, first of all, just the eye test, right? They was attacking the rim, right? Now, when we check the box score, family, great efficiency from the field from those two. Horrible showing from the free throw line. I'm just keeping it real. And back to that in a minute. But great efficiency from the field. Great job rebounding, right? And I always like to check the big men's. I do like position groupings, right? So Jared, I like to look at the big man's steals and blocks stats, right? And I just group them together because it's a joint effort. But so what I see are 3 steals and 3 blocks from the two of them, right? Now I look at the guards. James Harden, what I'm seeing, look, and run the tape, family. I said exactly this. James Harden, 9 points, 2 for 10. No 3-pointers. I don't care. What am I looking for in James Harden? 6 assists, 1 turnover, 8 free throw attempts. Again, terrible showing from the line. 5 of 8. Are you kidding me? But that is what James Harden needs to provide for the Cavs. Get to the line, create shots for others. Do not turn the ball over. Right? Because right now, Cleveland, it's either their offensive options are Donovan Mitchell, go get yourself a bucket, or James, get Mobley and Allen involved, or get Strus an open shot. Right? That's really their game plan, or their offensive recipe. So I don't care about the points from James Harden at all, though. That's icing on the cake. 6 assists, 1 turnover is perfect. Now, where you get into blowout territory, hello, Donovan Mitchell, efficient from the field. I mean, 6 attempts is a couple too many for me from 3. 2 missed free throws again. Come on, Cavs. That's going to bite you in the butt against the Knicks. But where you get into blowout territory is Donovan Mitchell basically shooting 50% and giving you 8 assists, 0 turnovers. Because again, family, what did we say before? Donovan Mitchell would get his shot for himself. He wasn't really creating for others. But when you have, right, so as I did with the bigs and I look at steals and blocks, I'm doing with the guards, assists and turnovers. That's 14 assists, 1 turnover from your guards, from your backcourt. That's excellent, family. Sam Merrill, great bench production. And I like the move of switching Max Strus to start instead of Dean Wade. Dean Wade is giving you some defense, but not so much offense. So I like the way that this starting five produced. Now, let's talk Detroit, family, because Cleveland did they did put some effort on the defensive end, right? Especially the bigs. But the guards are getting in there and scrapping. But family, here's a big issue with Asar Thompson because I love that player. Now he was in foul trouble in this. He had 4 fouls. And so I think that's why he wasn't really playing a whole lot. But the other part that he's not really playing a whole lot is family. He's not bringing you any offense. And I want that for him so badly because he does everything else so well. He just needs 1 or 2 go-to moves just off of muscle memory. He's such an athlete, family, that he doesn't need to be the most technical and most clean with his move. He just needs to program his body to instinctually react when on offense, boom, boom, boom. Here's my 2 move and get to the rim or pass it. He just needs 1 or 2 moves in his bag because that's his defense and everything else he brings, his athleticism, his youth, his drive and speed, all of it, family. It's really remarkable the type of athlete that he and his twin brother are. It's crazy. But that very much hurt the Pistons when he's not out there. Now, Cade is obviously a good defender too, and a great offensive engine, of course. But family, 7 games. They went 7 games in the first round too, right? So he's 14 postseason games in, Cade Cunningham is. And you're asking him, hey, can you get us another 40 points? Right? Like, of course, that's what the greats do. And I have no doubt that Cade Cunningham will do that in the future. But you need help, right? You need your star to be available when you need him most. And so what that requires from the team is support until it's time for the star to shine. Right? Yeah, man, I mean, I feel bad for the Pistons fans, for them to go out like that. That's kind of tough. But Cleveland came with it. Now, I am not very confident in the Cavs moving forward. If they can do this will definitely get them maybe a couple wins, I think. I could see them taking that series to 6. I think the Knicks are going to bring it more defensively. I think the Knicks have a more fluid offense. And I just trust Cat and Jalen Brunson more than I do Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. But if the Cavs can repeat this recipe, which I know they're capable of, but I haven't seen evidence of them really repeating this recipe, I'm taking Knicks in 6. All praise is due to the Most High, family.